All right. We're about to get started here with the final game of the day here at the App-5 Rust Belt Easter Championships, whatever you want to call it, Easter Showdown. We've got Crucio playing Michigan Combined was on the schedule, but Michigan dealing with quite low numbers, and this is, already an unofficial affair. We have some pit players joining the side of Michigan. So I would do my very best to name everybody as I see them. We're ready to get going. Michigan Combined gonna get the dodgeball control, and Levon on the side of Crucio opens up the scoring with a drive straight to the small hoop. So that's 1-0 to Crucio. So gonna be an interesting look here as so you're gonna get some combinations on this Michigan team that you would not otherwise see anywhere else. So it looks like we got Brady Sowers, who just rips a shot through the top hoop. Number 15, Zabilka, Jackson Massey, and Delaney Lindbergh. Those are starting chasers. The beater pair of David Bannis Jr. and Marin Neal. So we're tied up early here. Two pretty easy looking goals. And I believe I hear a call of Mitt, the Michigan Pit, for this team on the right. So honestly, that's what I'm going to call him because that's pretty great. Good Jarrell Semino driving left side with the ball, pass up top to his teammate Levon. Drives left on Semino. Shot knocks the hoop down, but our head ref Connor Scott is going to call it good as the ball did go through the hoop on its way down. So the score is 2-20 to Crucio and 10 to Mitt. Pass on the left well to Zwilko. Now behind Massey. Hard by number 29 on Crucio. Ball is tipped and looks like Crucio going to fall on it with the help of some beaters. Guys, you can't see wide open right here. I'm down on the left side. Score is still 20. Crucio 10 to Michigan Pitt or Mitt. Pass behind. Oh, I think that was honestly a pass back up top, but that's a banger shot off the top of the top hoop and it rims in. So we're gonna be at 30 for Crucio, 10 for the combined Michigan Pitt team. Great shot there from number 6. Sowers with the drive and push shot on the top hoop, but the call is beat before. So no dodgeball situation here. Oh, and David Bannis with the pump fake without a ball does get the turnover by Crucio, and Mitt is gonna fall on it. Sowers gets the ball to Lindbergh, now running right side. Back to Sowers, but Levon is reading that like a book and is gonna easily pick that one off in the middle of the field. Now looking to go the other way. Levon driving left side. Massey loses his broom. Levon dunking hard on the small hoop. Make it 40-10. And we will take a small timeout here. All right. After a quick stoppage, we are back at it. Levon's goal on the small hoop was called good. Score is going to be 40-10. Crucio leading. And the last time Crucio played Michigan today, they did come away with a pretty dominant victory. I think the score ended up being in the range of 160, 170 to 60 for Michigan. But like I said, this is a very uniquely constructed roster with a lot of these Pitt players having just been on the field to beat Crucio in a very exciting golden goal game. So we'll see if they can bring some of that magic to this final game of the day. Massey down in the right well to Delaney Lindbergh, who does not get the ball. And now CJ on the Crucio side decides to pull up, pass the ball off to Jarrell, who gives it to Levon. We're 5 minutes into this one, and about 5 goals have been scored, 40 for Crucio and 10 for Michigan Pitt. Jun Kim to Levon, back up top to Kim. Pass right side to CJ, driving through one, driving through two, blocks a beat, and dunks on the middle hoop. And let's everybody around him know how excited he was about that one. The ferocious yell. Score is 50-10. Crucio out in front early. We're now looking like a pretty standard Michigan lineup from today, minus Delaney Lindbergh. Hit chaser filling it out on the far right side. Jackson Massey with the ball, met by Jun Kim, now running around the front side. Tries to dump it off to Lindbergh, but a beater is there. Brady Sowers will be the first to the ball on the Crucio sideline. Looking to drive. Fakes Jun Kim out and pushes it through the top hoop, getting Michigan Pitt on the board for the second time. Massey looking to apply some high pressure, but now going to drop back to the hoop zone. Michigan Pitt still looking to one with 3 trees, as Michigan has mainly done that all game. Big wrap by Johnson and pulls CJ off broom. So good defensive play there by Johnson. Gets the turnover for Mitt. And you may not believe your eyes, but Shane McConaughey is checking into the game for Mitt. I apologize. There's an emergency exit being opened in the background, so you may hear a loud buzzing, but nonetheless, we're back into the game here. Brady Sowers pushing over the top to McConaughey. Do not believe he's wearing cleats. Still gets the pass off to Lindbergh. Pass over the top to Johnson. And that push shot is right in the hands of Devin Patel. And Crucio will recover. Sowers, Sowers with a great hit up top, but the ball does get out to CJ, who's looking to drive. Beater's not in the play. And finishes over the top of Lindbergh on the small hoop. But Sowers going to pick that one up. I don't believe there's a beater in the play. Push shot into the top hoop is good. Rimming in. So quick trade of goals for both teams. Score is 60 for Crucio, 30 for Michigan Pitt. Crucio keeping control for most of this game. And their 3-goal lead is to show for it. Terrell in with the ball. Backing down on the left well. Pass behind to number 8. I believe that's Connor Ellison. Now back to Jarrell. Now back to Ellison. We went with the beater right away, and McConaughey's going to fall on it. Behind the backs to Sowers, and that's keeper ball. So yeah, definitely a bit of a Merc team situation here on the right, as those of you at home might realize Shane McConaughey, neither a Michigan nor a Pitt player. But that's okay. Sowers with the ball. Met up top by Elson and a beater. Now pass right to Emily Peckish. Underhand to Shane in the back. Shot pass to Sowers. Neither goes in nor is recovered as the beaters are there. And Crucio will get the turnover. And the air is filled with more wonderful sound of emergency exits. I think that was the 10 minutes call by the score table. Couldn't tell you though over the cacophony. Big beat up top from Tweddle as the quad ball carrier is turned over. Oh, this is your ball here. It's going to create a slight no dodgeballs opportunity for Crucio though. Ellison looking to drive. A big beat by Tweddle again on Titus Chan, but Ellison's still there to pick it up. Pass to Jarrell on the wing. Still no dodgeballs in the play for Michigan Pitt. Jarrell driving, dunks it low, and bounces it off the front of the ground. Shane picks it up, running with a head of steam. Slows up at the sight of a beater. Staying upright despite the lack of cleats, and that pass is not where he wanted to go. Devin Patel gonna scoop that one up. Now gives it to Titus Chan. I think we have a call for a swat, and Titus Chan sinks the mid-range on the medium hoop in the meantime. So if I could call it from here, this is going to be a blue card for a dodgeball swat. Actually, a yellow. So yellow card for the dodgeball swat. Counting time is going to be negated due to the good Crucio goal. We are just having a discussion here over the correct sequence of events. But in my purview, not as a good head ref, I think we'll just have play on without the penalty time as the goal was good and after the penalty. So that's looks like what it's going to be. Crucio still holding control. Sowers over the top to Johnson. Jarrell gets to the second pass, though, back to Sowers, but he will recover. Right into a beater. Hook shot over the top, gets to Shane McConaughey in the back. Guarded by a beater, gets it out to Peckish, who is beat, and Crucio will recover. Ball to Elson in the wing, back up top to Titus Chan. Now on the left side to Jarrell. Titus calling for the ball back. Tweddle with a great pump fake, gets the throwback, and then is able to scoop beat Jarrell. So pretty easy turnover there for Michigan Pitt to capitalize on. Score is 70-30. Crucio leading by 4. Massey with the ball. Right side to Peckish. Back to Massey. Actually thinking about driving left. Matt Hard up top by Ellison. Crucio pretty committed to the 2-2. And that shot was very, very low. And Titus Chan unfortunately tipped it straight up and through the top hoop. Uh, Good assist there by Massey. Goal is still good. 70-40. Crucio with 70. Michigan Pitt with 40. Drill back up top to Chan. Chan dunking hard on the medium hoop. Definitely a signature move from them. And that's going to make it 80-40. New beater pair for Crucio. Still holding control pretty heavily in this game. David Bass Jr. back in a beater for Michigan Pitt. And that shot from Jackson Massey doesn't touch a single hand as it goes out of bounds. Levon is going to inbound it. Chan probing the defense. Shane McConkey accidentally backing into that unstable medium hoop that's kind of plagued this side all day, and Chan going to take the reset and get that hoop set back up. Be interesting to see if this gets a call out of head ref Connor Scott, as I don't think any team has gotten penalized for that today. It's happened quite a bit, and looks like we won't have any calls. Big exchange of beats, no dodgeballs in the play. Ellison back to Chan, now looking to drive. Massey, I think, strips the ball mid jump attempt and now running straight into a beater. Shot is going to go over the top of the small hoop. So, bit of a too quick transition attempt there by Michigan Pitt. But good defense to stop, I think, what was most often a sure Crucio goal. Chan from the defense, right side, driving left, pass up top to Levon, and that goal, two-handed shot on the small hoop is good. Shane working on Jarrell, now met by a beater. Doesn't sound like a reset was used. Now guarded by a beater. Crucio kind of doing a interesting twos here, keeping both their beaters flat on the hoops. Conahee down to Massey. Up over the top to Peckish, and that pass is too high and right over a beater. Generally not a great idea. Fade pass down to Chan, and Mary Neal closes the gap. Makes the beat, gets the turnover. Conahee strolling down the left side. Push shot on the top hoop, hits the tee and does not go in. So a bit of a scoring drought here for both teams, aside from the one Levon goal. Score is going to be 90 for Case Western, 40 for Michigan Pitt. Jarrell with the ball. Beat made on Case Western. Banas now pushing far out. No dodgeballs in the play for Case Western. They still have the ball, though. Jarrell backed up. Pass keeper zone. A little bit of space. Now the ball back to Jarrell. Behind Levon. Shot off of Shane's hands. And no good. Now Massey, without much in front of them, going to pick that one up and teardrop it into the medium hoop. So kind of gotten caught sleeping there, Case Western, but David Banas Jr. definitely making that happen with the dodgeball play. Banas Jr. still looking to press and catches Jun Kim off guard. Ray Sowers and Levon fighting for it in the middle. Long beat misses on Levon, and his shot misses over the top as well. That's still going to be Michigan Pitt ball. So some good beater play leading to some stops here for Michigan Pitt. Pretty much all on the back of David Banas Jr. David Banas Jr.'s press. Sowers with the ball, doing a patented walk up slow when the defense has no dodgeballs. Looks like it's still kind of none. Floats it over the top to Lindbergh. Now looking to score on Levon. Floats it back up top to Sowers. Does not handle the pass well. Makes a move. Puddle clapping for the ball about 5 times. Does finally get it and dunk it in on the small hoop after a pass from Zabilka. So again, very interesting tempo on these Michigan fast breaks, but can't argue with the results. They score to make it 92-60. Case Western still with the 3-goal lead. That's getting a little tighter. And Kim with the ball over to the right side, CJ. On the back to Devin. Good ball movement, but a drop pass at the end of it, and Delaney Lindbergh's going to fall on that one. We're now getting the countdown here for the 20 minutes. Stop it. Our last possession, which means I will be leaving you for a short period of time as I'm flag running this game. Sowers over the top to Lindbergh. Back line to Zabilka. Floats it over top to Sowers. One beater still in the play for Crucio. Only two passing options for Sowers. Gets it to Lindbergh on the wing. Pump fake. And that shot rimmed off the medium hoop as it may or may not have gone in. Crucio certainly doesn't think so. We'll see what our ref crew is going to come up with here. Definitely knocked the hoop down. Question would be, did the ball fully pass through on the way down, or did the hoop land before the ball could attempt to go through the middle? Definitely hit rim. So that is called no good, and that is going to be our final possession, I believe. So that would be our stoppage. I'll rejoin the commentary desk here after hopefully a decent flag runner game, but we'll get back to you shortly after this stoppage.
All right, players coming back to the brooms now. We have the previous commentator, Tony Bonadio. You can see him on the screen there as the flag runner. And I'm Jack Neofus subbing in for commentary for the moment. The score out of the break is Case Western 90 to Michigan State 60, and that should put the set score at 150. Apologize if the camera movement isn't smooth. We have not the best tripod here, but I'll be doing my best. Head ref Connor Scott calling play to restart. Case Western has the quad ball, and they'll look to advance on offense here. Seekers now released. Levon is beat out immediately by Dave Manis. Pass across to the left side. The shot is no good. Recovered from the back and also put high. Ball coming out to the center here. Covered by Delaney Lindbergh for Michigan State. She drives in, is beat from the back by Jack Mosley, who was then beat by Dave Manis. Ball is recovered in the keeper zone by Case Western, and so they will look to advance on offense again. No goals on either end of the pitch there. Play stopped here by the head ref. Having a discussion here. Discussion looks to be about a potential play after beat here. You see the head ref giving a card, I believe, to a Case Western player. And it is going to be a blue card. And so that'll be a 1-minute chaser power play for Michigan State, and they'll get the quad ball back off of that. Score is still 90 to 60 in favor of Case Western. Michigan looks to advance quickly here. Brady Sowers taking the ball up, passes across, and it's just a little bit high. Dave Manis makes an attempt to save it, and he does. Michigan driving again, another dish over to Brady. Slight bobble, recovers. Blue chaser! Drives in and dunks on the medium hoop for a good goal. And that will release the Case Western chaser. So it is back to even strength. Some secret play happening here. Levon coming close.
Near the boundary, near the boundary, near the boundary.
Top. And that play affected the integrity of the tripod, as I'm sure you can tell. I'm going to do my best here. I have to jerry-rig this for a second. Case Western has the ball. Number 18 moving in and dunking on the medium hoop for a good goal. There we go. We're back in order here. So the score now is, should be 100 to 60 in favor of or maybe 100 to 70, pardon me, in favor of Case Western. Michigan State comes up with the ball here. Shot by Brady Sowers is good from the keeper line. A great shot on the move. And so it is now 100-80 in favor of Case Western. Play is stopped here. All right, we have a penalty on the Case Western seeker for swatting a ball, a dodgeball off pitch. And so Case Western will now be down their seeker for the next minute or so. Play restarting here. Case Western has the quad ball. Titus Chan subbing in the white headband, providing some reinforcements there. Beat out by Dave Banis there is Titus. They still have a look on offense, Case Western does. Pass behind the hoops is received, but immediately beat out. It will be recovered by Shane McConaughey there for Michigan State. And they will look to drive on offense. Still no seeker for Case Western. Brady sours with the ball, passes off to the left. Chaser there, back up to Brady at the top. Bobbled slightly, and the scrum there is won by Case Western. They're recovering, looking to move in transition here. Play is called dead. Maybe a miscommunication here. Looks like a friendly beat, mistaken for a penalty, and plays indeed restarted. Titus clear at the top. Passes off to the left wing chaser, back up to Titus. He drives in, passed off and tipped, and recovered by 23 on Case Western. A good passing play to score. And that should put them at 110 ahead of Michigan State's 80. Michigan State here with the ball on offense. Brady passes off to Emily Package behind the hoop. She drives in. The shot is wide, but recovered at the top. Passed up to Brady yet again. He makes a move, passes across. Another pass recovered by Shane. Behind the back. Gets up to the top. Brady tries to make a play. Brady's beat, but Emily Package grabs it, shoots just low. Maybe a shot pass there. Shane recovers momentarily, but Case Western cleans it up and now has the ball. And if you're just joining, I apologize for the shaky camera. We had a seeker run into the tripod earlier, and the integrity has been severely compromised. So I'm doing my best here. Case Western with the ball. No one has caught the flag yet. Pass off to Titus Chan on the right side. Dave Banis makes a play, but it gives Titus the opportunity to drive in and dunk on the medium hoop. A great play there to extend Case Western's lead up to 120-80. I believe, again, the set score is 150. Looks like Levon making an attempt on the flag here. Comes up unsuccessful, but prompts a 3 count. He's coming very close here, but is beat out by Dave Banis on Michigan State. Now we have Michigan State seeker making a play. They also have the ball on offense here. A pass up to the top. That is Jackson, the keeper. Pass behind to Emily Package. She shoots low, driving in. It's recovered by Titus. Looks like he wants to run. Maybe takes a beat here. Surveys his options. And Levon has caught the flag. It looked good, but we'll wait for the decision by the refs here. If my math is right, that should end the game, assuming it's a good catch. Refs are discussing it now. And it is indeed a good catch by Levon, and that is the game winner. Final score is Case Western 155 to Michigan State 80. And thanks for joining along with us. We are in Pittsburgh, PA. This is the end of the tournament, and we're signing off.